Nobody in that courtroom saw it coming. Not a single person. Everyone leaned in, breath caught in their throats, expecting something careful, composed, especially when Keanu Reeves stepped up to the podium. But what came next would become one of the most chilling revelations of the entire trial. Keanu didn't shout, he didn't cry, he didn't point fingers. What he delivered was calm, so eerily calm that it froze the air in the room. The story he told was terrifying in its tranquility. It wasn't some Hollywood outburst, it was more like a sinister lullaby. It began in 2014 at a private dinner. Sean Diddy Combs had extended a personal invitation to Keanu. The request was cryptic. No agents, no studio talk, just creatives. The message read, "Come alone." But among the strange, almost ritualistic conditions of what was described as a contract, there was this. Before anything moved forward, Keanu had to bathe in Diddy's used bathwater. It sounded absurd, like a twisted inside joke. But what followed proved otherwise. Something shifted in the courtroom. The tension became real. People weren't just listening anymore, they were unsettled. Keanu described that night, late 2014, he was in LA, deep into a shoot. When the message arrived, no intermediaries, just Diddy, directly. The location, the Malibu Hills. No red carpet, no media circus, just isolation. Keanu accepted, cautiously curious. From the moment he arrived, things felt off. No staff, no valet, just one man at the gate. He checked Keanu's ID, took his phone and uttered "No devices allowed." Inside, the home felt staged. Candles flickered across the floor, low ambient music oozed from unseen speakers, and at the end of a long table, Diddy, arms open, smiling. "Glad you made it," he said. There was no one else. No servers, no chef, no second guest, just the two of them, and the dark. It wasn't dinner, it felt like an entrance exam. Wine glasses clinked. Diddy said, "Let's talk legacy." But there was no film pitch, no project. He spoke in parables, stories about secrets, power, and belonging to something larger, something immersive, transformative, a role that needed no acting. In court, Keanu said it was the strangest conversation of his life. This wasn't about performance, he told the jury, it was about transformation. Then came the moment everything turned. "To begin," Diddy said, leaning forward, "you need to show loyalty." Keanu froze. No press, no agents, no outsiders, just surrender. That's how it starts. Then Diddy produced a black folder, slid it across the table. No title page, no concept art. Just 7 vague bullet points, each more cryptic than the last. "What is this?" Keanu asked. "A project?" Diddy smiled faintly. "You ask too many questions. That's why I invited you." Keanu had met countless eccentric creators, but nothing prepared him for this. "There's no title," Diddy said. "Titles are for the audience. The ones who finish this, they don't need credits." He spoke of sacrifice, rebirth, legacy. When Keanu asked again what this all meant, Diddy's tone darkened. "You think too small. You want a role. I'm offering ascension." Then, the most unnerving detail, Diddy pulled out a small black stone and placed it on the table. "Take this into the bath," he said. "When you come out, you'll be changed." Keanu asked what the bath meant. Diddy smirked. "It's part 2 of the loyalty clause. And softer. Water remembers. That's why it matters who you bathe with." Keanu described the ceremony Diddy mentioned. Not metaphorical. Literal. Physical. "If you're ready," Diddy told him, "you'll come to the next gathering. Bring the stone. Step into the same water I did. That's when I'll know." Then, a chilling reminder. This isn't a joke. Keanu didn't respond. He stood, nodded respectfully, and left. As he walked away, Diddy called out, "You'll come back! They always come back!" Back in his car, Keanu found his phone sealed inside a black pouch. Taped to it was a gold-embossed card. "Loyalty is tested in water." He never replied. He never returned. But that night, that was when everything started to change. Slowly his roles disappeared. Trusted collaborators ghosted him. Projects fell through. It wasn't obvious. It was quiet. Surgical. "I'm not saying it's all connected," Keanu told the court. "But it all began after that night." He brushed it off at first. Hollywood eccentricity, he thought. But the signs kept coming. 3 days later, at 3:17 a.m., his landline rang. Silence. Then, just breathing. It happened again and again. Always late. Always blocked numbers. Always the same. Breath. And nothing else. Then came the cars, parked just outside his home, and a packet tucked under his windshield. Inside, a piece of textured paper. "Unfinished rituals have consequences. No return address, no markings, just one signature. S." Keanu reached out to a friend, a trusted agent. "If you didn't sign anything," the friend said, "treat it like it never happened." But then came the warning. Some people don't like hearing no, especially if they think you belong to them. Keanu pushed forward. He joined an indie project, great script, solid backing, everything in place. But days before shooting, the funding vanished. The project dissolved. No recast, no explanation. Then another blow, a big-name franchise cameo, gone, without so much as a courtesy call. He started to accept the pattern. Then, an old director, someone he trusted, pulled him aside. "I don't know what you walked away from," he whispered, "but it scared the right people." And just like that, the illusion cracked. This wasn't coincidence, it was orchestration. His career wasn't imploding, it was fading by design. No headlines, no gossip, just silence. At a gala, Keanu spotted an actress he'd worked with. She brushed past him and whispered, "You said no, didn't you?" She didn't wait for an answer, just smiled. In that moment he realized the dinner wasn't an offer, it was a test. And failing it had a price. Others came forward, quietly, testifying to similar encounters, similar rituals. Some had risen, others vanished. The pattern was undeniable. Musicians, actors, all with meteoric rises or sudden disappearances. He heard whispers about one early 2000s star who defied the system and vanished. He didn't play the game, they said. He paid. Hollywood to Keanu had become a house of illusions, its real power hidden, masked by fame. Then, another shock. A charity initiative he'd helped build removed his name. No reason, just an email. "We're going a different direction." But he later discovered, right before the decision, a large anonymous donation had come in. And the new spokesperson? Someone who sat at Diddy's table that night. This wasn't sabotage, it was replacement. He recalled pitching a new film to a studio exec. Mid-meeting, the exec's phone rang. "We'll reschedule," they said. They never did. "This isn't blacklisting," Keanu said in court. "It's deletion. It's clean, quiet, and total." Then came the final revelation, the coded phrases from that dinner. What once seemed like cryptic musings now felt like masked threats. Baptized in legacy. Proof of loyalty? She got the trilogy because she didn't ask questions. At the time, he laughed it off. Now, not so much. Especially when Diddy said, "That's why they succeed, because they showed me their mind." Keanu refused to name names. But he confirmed some of Hollywood's biggest stars were mentioned that night, always in riddles, never direct, just enough to cast doubt. He began connecting the dots. Diddy had even said of one new superhero, "You wonder why he wears that suit? 2 minutes. That's all he soaked." The courtroom froze. Jurors shifted in their seats. When asked why he waited so long, Keanu said, "If it were just me, I might have let it go." Later, he received another invitation, a message passed through a mutual contact. "If you want to understand the system," it read, "see the vault." Keanu went. Curiosity outweighed fear. What he found wasn't a movie set, it was a surveillance room. No windows, minimal furniture, just drawers, rows of them, each with a name. "No need to open them," Diddy said. "Everyone has leverage, I just keep mine organized." Then coldly, "If you'd taken the bath, your drawer would be here too." Keanu understood. These drawers were real, files, secrets, insurance. The final offer came then. "You don't need to speak," Diddy said. "Just show up, your silence is enough." Keanu refused. As the elevator doors shut behind him, Diddy's voice echoed, "Silence is loyalty, don't forget that." And for the first time, he chose clarity over fear. He recalled Cassie Ventura breaking down on the stand. Her words, her pain, her story. That's when he knew. It wasn't paranoia, it was real. "It wasn't just about me," Keanu said. In 2020, a co-star messaged him, "If you speak, I'll back you." He promised, then deleted the message. But now he was done hiding. By the time he finished, the courtroom wasn't the same. Diddy's legal team looked shaken. His supporters had vanished. The silence left behind, deafening. Juror wiped away a tear. And Keanu, he ended with one final truth. "The only reason I'm still standing is because I said no. And the only reason I said no is because I still believed there was a line you don't cross."